Y'all, we back for another 28 days of Black American History Month. Y'all, this is day 14. We already 2 weeks down. So today, I wanted to discuss somebody that is really near and dear to my heart. Somebody that just is such a huge part of my childhood, such a huge part of all of our childhoods, especially if you grew up in the 90s. I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to my generation if I didn't include this man in this discussion for the 28 Days of Black American History Month. Especially growing up in the humid South, especially during the summers and just like needing a relief, child. Mr. Lonnie Johnson, the creator of the Super Soaker and the Nerf gun. I recently just realized that he was the creator of both of those. So definitely want to talk about him and his story and his history, which, as I always say, just blew me away. So he's born in October 6th, 1949 in Mobile, Alabama. To a World War II veteran. His father was a World War II veteran, and his mom, who, although didn't graduate high school, definitely supported him, definitely gave him the love and the nurture that he needed. I'm sure definitely kept him on his toes because he's a freaking scientist and a freaking inventor and just an all-out genius. During his childhood, he grew up just a really just super inquisitive and curious kid, like always into something. You know those kids that's just always into something, always messing with something. He was definitely that child. He was definitely always trying to figure things out, taking things apart, putting them back together. He definitely was always taking his sister's like dolls and pulling them apart, trying to figure out why the eyes blunk, and he almost burned down his parents' house trying to mix rocket launcher fluid and fuel, trying to do that in the kitchen. So he was always a super inquisitive kid, just super genius. He was known amongst his peers as the professor. That was their nickname for him. He was the first in the area that he grew up in to enter the science fairs and won. He definitely won. He was the winner. He definitely showed up and showed out, as we do. But he would win, and just a super smart kid, and just definitely always follow his instincts, which I always say, if you have those kids, definitely support them. Those kids who were always into stuff, support them, give them the support that they need, the love that they need, the things that they need in order for them to thrive. Cause man, look at him now. After, getting his formal education, he went on to go to Tuskegee University, where he also got his master's. After that, he ended up going to the U.S. Air Force for a stint, and after that, he ended up doing 12 years with NASA. During his stint with the U.S. Air Force was where he started to work on the precursor to the Super Soaker, and originally it was called it was called the Power Drencher. That was the original name of the Super Soaker, and during remarketing and that sort of thing, it became the Super Soaker. But the Super Soaker ended up being released in '91. Actually, no. The Super Soaker was released in 1990. But by '91, it had garnered over $200 million, one of the most successful toys that came from Hasbro. A few years after that, in '96, he actually won the patent for basically remodeling the Super Soaker and sort of making it into this projectile launcher, which became the Nerf gun. And the actual patent, again, give me a minute, let me get this together. The patent was named the Pneumatic Launcher for a Projectile Toy and the like. So he has the patent specifically for that. And of course, Hasbro at this point the Super Soaker and the Nerf gun are worth over $1 billion at this point, have made over $1 billion at this point. So yeah, that's Mr. Lonnie Johnson. Since then, Mr. Lonnie Johnson has started 2 tech development companies. At a period of time, he was working with Tuskegee and Tulane University, and they were working on making green energy affordable. So what they were doing was actually sort of turning heat into electricity in order to make it more affordable. Genius. In 2013, Mr. Johnson had to actually take Hasbro to court. He had to go collect because they were underpaying him in his royalties for the Super Soaker and the Nerf gun. 2013, he took them to court. By November 2013, he ended up getting $73 million alimony from them. So yeah, he definitely had to go collect his coin, and I am not mad at it, because that's one, everybody knows the Super Soaker. Everybody knows the Super Soaker. Everybody knows the Nerf gun. And knowing, just growing up in that time and just thinking about all the ads and like all of the different toys that they were creating at the time, spin-offs of the Super Soaker and the Nerf gun. Child, Hasbro tried it. What's also interesting about Mr. Lonnie Johnson is he is a part of a group of Black Americans whose inventions, their work, accounts for 6% of all invention patent applications. So yeah, like, he's that guy, and it makes me so happy because, like, even just doing this, like, research and discovering, like, all of these inventors and what they did and learning about their lives and all of those things, like, everybody's story is so varied and all the inventions are so varied, like, from toys to literally things that we do, like lights and air conditioning and, shoe stuff, traffic lights, like, food ways, like all sorts of just different, like, necessary things and things like this that have just meant so much to so many generations of people and have enriched folks' lives and childhoods. Like, come on, like, imagine not having a Nerf gun, as a little boy or girl, back in the 90s. Like, imagine not having a Super Soaker back then. Imagine not going to the pool or going to the beach and not having your Super Soaker in tow. Like, come on. So yeah, I'm super proud of Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson is still with us, so wherever he may be, definitely wishing him a happy Black American History Month. Thanking him from the bottom of my heart, because he definitely contributed to some of my best summers. And yeah, that has been day 14 of the 28 days of Black American History Month, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here and go to bed because I gotta get up in the morning, get this haircut, because y'all, I've been showing up a little shit. I mean, you know, it's together. Let's not front, but it's time, because brother been rocking these hats on one too many videos. You feel me? It's time. But yeah, gotta get up and do that. So I'll probably head to bed soon, but I'm wishing y'all a happy Black American History Month and happy Valentine's Day for those of you who celebrate. I only celebrate when I'm in a relationship. But y'all know I'm all for Black love, so I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. Loved up on each other and all of those things. And yeah, I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. Peace.